Slow or fast?
Little, please. ज्ञानतिमिरान्धश्ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरौ श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सगुणा रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिन्निति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो महावदन्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायिने कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्यनामने गौरद्विषे नमः। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्त राधा कान्त नमोऽस्तुते। तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। So today, on the occasion of Janmashtami being fast approaching, we are continuing with the pastimes of Lord Krishna from Krishna book, and today's topic is the prayers of demigods for Krishna in the womb of Mother Devaki. Just this sticky thing. So this is the second chapter in the Krishna book, or in the 10th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. And now this chapter actually begins, the first chapter, it is all about how Vasudeva and Devaki got married, and then on the day of their marriage, when Kamsa was actually taking them to the bride's place. So that time, there was a Akashavani, and that Akashavani actually announced that the 8th child of Devaki will kill Kamsa. So this prophecy was very much disturbing to Kamsa, and then he tried to kill Devaki, and he was consoled and convinced that all the children, the actual problem is the children born of Devaki and not Devaki herself, and the children will be delivered. So, and in this way, Vasudeva actually convinces Kamsa. And so initially, Kamsa allowed Vasudeva to, he respected his words, and then he also allowed him to be there out. And then later on, he arrested Vasudeva and Devaki. And so he was doing this lot of atrocities. And also he was been told that he was a demon in the past life, and then Vishnu had killed him. and the same Vishnu is going to appear in this life also to kill him. So then he increased his enmity, towards Vishnu. And what did he do? So he occupied, like various kingdoms like Yadu, Bhoja, and Andaka dynasties, and also the kingdoms like Surasen and so many other nearby kingdoms. He actually occupied those kingdoms and then declared himself to be the king of all these places. And then he also extended alliances with many other kings. So their auspicious names are given. So Pralambasur, Bakasur, Chanur, Trinavat, Agasur, Mushtik, Arishta, Dvivida, Putana, Keshi, Denuka, and all these many this ones. And also at that time, Jarasandha was with people whom he could win over, so he could win over, and then people whom he cannot, so then he established some relationship. So Jarasandha, the king of Magad province, so in the Bihar state, so he made allies with him, and in this way, so by his diplomatic policy, Kamsa actually consolidated the most powerful kingdom under the protection of Jarasandha. So this he made further alliances with Banasur, Baumasur, until he became the strongest, and then so after he became strong, so he also constantly gave trouble to Yadu dynasty. Why? Because Krishna is supposed to appear in that dynasty. So now, are these names of demons auspicious, worth enough to put in the pages of Bhagavatam?
Yes.
Why? Yes?
Then only we are able to hear Krishna's pastime.
Okay. So the names are themselves not auspicious, but because they are in connection with Krishna. So it is very important. Anything that is in connection with Krishna, so it becomes auspicious. So, what does this word Prakrita means? Prakrita means material. Prakrita means material. And so, who are called as Prakrita Sahajiyas? What are the characteristics of Sahajiyas? Probably can come this side. When crowd is too much, then we don't have any option to face our back to the Lord. But when crowd is less, we can sit this side. Yeah.
The imitate of
Yeah. So if you see the Sahajiyas, so they always chant the names of Lord. They always discuss about the pastimes of the Lord. They even dress like gopis and things like that. So nothing material they are doing. No material subject they are dealing with. But they are given an adjective called Prakrita Sahajiya. So even though they are dealing with Krishna's name, form, pastimes and qualities, but still they are considered to be material. And on the same, this one, we see that this microphone, it is completely material made of earth, water, fire, air, ether. So, but it is considered to be spiritual in nature. So, it has been respected as a tadiya, as a instrument that is used in the service of the Supreme Lord, and it is considered to be spiritual. So, even a material thing, as bad as the names of the demons, if they are in connection with Krishna, so then they are considered to be spiritual, and they are worth to be printed in the pages of Srimad Bhagavatam. And if anyone who doesn't have any connection with Krishna, so then that is considered to be material. So then it is not to be rejected. So now after Kamsa consolidated his power, he was trying to harass the Yadu dynasty, people of Yadu dynasty, and specifically the people connected to that Yadu dynasty. So Yadu, Bhoja, and Andaka. So these three dynasties, and then because of the atrocities, various kings of these dynasties, so they all went to different states such as Panchala, Kekeya, Shalva, Vidarbha, Nishada, Videha, and Koshala. And then Kamsa broke the solidity of the Yadu dynasty, and he made himself very, very powerful. And then many people came to advise Kamsa, saying that what he is doing is wrong and he should not be doing such way. And then so Kamsa by his power turned all these advisors into his own worshippers. So and then now the Devaki is pregnant for the 7th time. So all the 6 children Kamsa had successfully killed. And she was both happy and distressed. So like happy because she could understand that Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, has personally taken shelter at her home. And then she was sorry that Kamsa would immediately, when he understands that the Supreme Lord is born, so he would be killed. He would come to kill the child. So the devotees are very, very, they're very much attached to Krishna. So they know the powers of Krishna and things like that. But specifically, the devotees who are in the feelings of mother and who are in the personal relationship with Krishna, so they their emotions sometimes overpowers their understanding that Krishna can do anything and everything. So now, like being compassionate upon Mother Devaki and also being compassionate upon the Yadus, so Krishna had ordered appearance of Yogamaya, and Krishna he especially want to relieve the tension of all the Yadu dynasty, his devotees and his close associates. So, and because of that, he wanted to appear, and before appearance, Yogamaya actually appears. So, in Bhagavad Gita also Krishna mentions Sambhavami Atma Maya, right? So he appears, not by the influence of the material modes of nature. He appears by by his own internal potency, right? And this Yogamaya potency is one of the principal potencies of the Supreme Lord. The Supreme Lord has innumerable energies. Parasya Shaktir Vividai Vashruvete. He has innumerable energies, and of which this Yogamaya is the principal. And Lord ordered the Yogamaya to appear in the land of Vrindavan, which is always beautified with so much of opulences and cows and so much of natural resources and things like that. And so he mentioned that she has a job to do. So what is the job to do? Like first and foremost job is that Balram, who is now taken, who is now in the womb of Mother Devaki, should be shifted to the womb of Rohini, and then he will be he'll be Anantasesh, or he is the Amsha of Anantasesh, and he is the personal expansion of the Supreme Lord. And then after that, Krishna is mentioning that he himself will appear in the womb of Devaki with all his potencies. And after that, like Krishna is mentioning that she should also appear as the daughter of Nanda, Yashoda and Vrindavan. So in this way, Krishna gives the full description, job description, what she is supposed to do. And Krishna also is mentioning, okay, so now she is going to appear, and how will the people of this world accept her? And Krishna is mentioning that because she is going to be his own sister, and also she can quickly satisfy the desires for sense gratification of people in general. So she'll be worshipped by everybody with incense, candle, flowers and other such offerings. So now we see that Kames Taitya Hita Jnana Prapadyante Anya Devata. So those who are in fact Srila Prabhupada also elaborately explains this thing. Those who are desirous of transcendental realization, so they prefer to worship the powerful. And those who are desirous of the material wealth, they prefer to worship the power. So Durga Devi or Lakshmi Devi and Durga Devi are of same potency or of same origin and nature. And just like Shiram Yada Dadi Vikara Vishesha Yoga. So just like milk transforms into curd, in the same way Vishnu transforms into Lord Shiva. The same applies even to the Shakti Tattva. So here we see that the Yogamaya, she is going to be worshipped as Durga Devi, or different names also Krishna gives: Durga, Bhadrakali, Vijaya, Vaishnavi, Kumuda, Chandika, Krishna, Madhavi, Kanyaka, Maya, Narayani, Ishani, and Sharada and Ambika. So these different ways she will be known, and she will be worshipped by people who are behind material sense gratification, and she has the capacity to fulfill those things. And Srila Prabhupada elaborately mentions that how it has always been the both worships of power and the powerful has always been there. So, but then the transcendentalists who desire to quit the material existence and go back to the spiritual world, so they worship the powerful, they worship Krishna himself. And those who are desirous of the material satisfaction or material sense gratification, so they worship the power. And then, like, Krishna is naming, both, Krishna is naming this one. He has already given the names for Yogamaya, and now he's going to name the Baladev or Anantasesh, who's going to appear in the form of Balaram. So he's mentioning two names. So one is that on account of his being forcibly attracted from the womb of Rohini, attracted to the womb of Rohini, so he'll be known as Sankarshana. So we all know that this farming, what is the name that is used for farming in Sanskrit? Anybody knows? Or even this one, like in Hindi also, Krishi, Krishi. Krishi means like something that hal ye karke like usko, what is that? Something that has been dragged upon or something that has been pulled upon. And then also we know something that is being pulled, like an iron piece getting attracted to the magnet. What is that attraction is called? Akarshana. So Krishi, Akarshana, Karshati. So Krishna also comes from that. So Sankarshana means one who is pulled from one place to another. And also like another attribute that is mentioned is the source of all spiritual power. And he's also the source of all spiritual bliss. So that is why he's having this name Rama, and he's also this like very powerful personality. So that is why he's having this name of Bala. So Balarama or Baladeva. These are all different names that are offered. So Sankarshana and Balaram. These are two different names that is mentioned. And whenever, if you hear Srila Prabhupada's lectures on Balaram Jayanti or in the topic of Balaram, so always he cites this particular Vedic statement, Nayam Atma Balahinena Labhyate. So that means like you cannot achieve that supreme absolute truth if you are bereft of Bala. And many Mayavadi institutions have taken this into a literal sense that until unless you go to gym and work out and things like that, you cannot attain the ultimate perfection in life. So many institutions speak about this, and sometimes they say that what is the use of studying Bhagavad Gita and things like that? You should go to the ground and play and work out and things like that, and that is how you'll attain perfection. And they quote this shloka. So Nayam Atma Balahinena Labhyate. So, and here Srila Prabhupada mentions that this Bala that is referred is not the physical strength. Just by physical strength, one cannot attain perfection. So one needs to have spiritual strength. And this spiritual strength is infused by Balaram or Sankarshana. And so there is another thing that is mentioned about Balaram is that Balaram in the form of Anantasesha, he is having unlimited power, that he is holding unlimited universes. And so all of this sustaining power is like generally in the science it is analyzed as law of gravitation. So but then this is actually the power of Ananta, so it is spiritual power. And then also Srila Prabhupada mentions that this source of spiritual power is Balaram, and he is also the original spiritual master. And Srila Prabhupada mentions that therefore Nityananda Prabhu and Sri Balaram, so they are considered to be original spiritual masters. And the spiritual master that we accept, he is also a representative of either Nityananda Prabhu or Sri Balaram. So now, what is the role of the spiritual master? He acts as a transparent via medium to actually receive or to transmit the spiritual strength to the disciple. And spiritual master is the manifestation of mercy of Lord Krishna. So now when we accept, all of us know, any ordinary man also knows what is the process of devotion, and Shravanam, Kirtanam, Smaranam and things like that. And many of these pastimes of the Lord is also available everywhere. It is available in the form of scriptures and it is accessible and it is now being produced as movies and other things also. So, but still, no, until unless one gets the mercy of the spiritual master, so the process doesn't work. No, so it is also mentioned that Ata Shri Krishna Namadi Nabhavedrahyam Indriye. So by no, our own material endeavor, no, we cannot actually access the spiritual subject matter. One must have the mercy of the spiritual master. Otherwise, like no, before initiation and after initiation, what happens? No, it is the same knowledge, everything is given. So, but the thing is, no, when you get the mercy of the spiritual master, then the process starts yielding results. No, so that is very essential. So then, now we see that this transfer actually happens, and when this transfer, no, of no, Balram from the womb of Devaki to Rohini, that is happening. So both of them are under the spell of Yoga Maya and they are in Yoga Nidra. And for external people, it is seen that Devaki had a miscarriage. Like in this, her seventh pregnancy has resulted in miscarriage. So and suddenly, like Rohini gets the pregnancy. And after this arrangement, like Krishna himself actually prepares to descend into the womb of Mother Rohini. And how does he do this? Like he does this first by appearing into the mind and heart of Vasudeva, and from there he actually transfers himself into the heart of Devaki, and from there to the womb of Devaki. So like when Krishna appears with all his potencies, full potencies and inconceivable powers. Everything accompanies with him. So it is like wherever a king goes, so his entourage actually follows. No king doesn't go anywhere, just like that. So, like it so happened few years back, like one of the even the Bengal like some key ministers, they were invited for Mayapur, and also before that, there was one governor from South India, if I'm not wrong, Pondicherry or something like that. So like they were invited to Mayapur. So like when such things happen, automatically the roads, infrastructures and everything gets fixed. You don't need to go for like one single road or one single facility or something like that. If you just happen to get an invitation, or if you can extend an invitation, and that invitation is accepted by a very big personality, automatically all the infrastructure around will get developed. So we see that even an ordinary powerful person of this world, if he happens to go somewhere, like so much of entourage and so much of this one actually follows. So then what to speak about the Supreme Lord? When he comes with us all his paraphernalia. And also it is specifically noted the way in which, the unusual way in which Krishna actually appears. He doesn't appear through the normal or the way that is being known in this world through the seminal discharge. So he appears in the way of transferring from the heart of Vasudeva to heart of Devaki. So and it is specifically noted, the Lord can appear in any way he wants. He can appear. What are all the different ways that we know of Lord's appearance? Pillar, and then from the nose of this one, okay. Then
sea.
Huh?
From the sea.
From fish, like Matsya Avatar, like that. So you cannot put a rule that Lord cannot appear like this or Lord can appear like this. So Lord is beyond all the rules and regulations. He can appear in any way that he wants, right? And then so when Vasudeva was actually, when Krishna appeared in the personality of Vasudeva, so he appeared glowing like sun. His shining rays was unbearable and scorching for the common man. And then the Lord was, it is also seen that the Vasudeva, the name Vasudeva, is also attributed to the Shuddha Sattva, Vishuddha Sattva or Vasudeva Sattva. So that means pure goodness. So the Lord is not to be manifested within the modes of material nature. Lord does not come in touch with the modes of material nature. So wherever he appears, he appears in the pure mode of goodness. So Vasudeva also represents that particular this one. So he was having an unalloyed heart. Alloy or any contamination means karma, jnana and yoga, or ignorance, sattva, rajas and tamas. So he was free from all these contaminations, and then Krishna chose to appear in his personality. So it is specifically mentioned about Dhamma. So there is, in recent time, there is some issue that is happening that which place can be called as Dham and which place cannot be called as Dham and things like that. So in Calcutta, there is a new Jagannath temple that has been inaugurated by the Bengal government, and then it has been named as Dham. So there is a huge how can you call this place a Dham? So Dhams are specifically mentioned in the scriptures. So only those places can be called as Dham. So here in Srimad Bhagavatam it is mentioned. So Dham is a place where Krishna appears. So it is mentioned here. The appearance of the form of Krishna anywhere and specifically within the heart is called as Dhamma. And then Dhamma refers not only to Krishna's form but also to his name, his qualities and his paraphernalia. Everything becomes manifest simultaneously. So when the Lord appears simultaneously with all this paraphernalia. Even if the pure name of the Lord is manifested anywhere, so then immediately, so that is also considered to be a Dhamma, a place where the Supreme Lord manifests. And also the Lord himself also has a name Dhamma, right? So Param Dhamma, he is called as Param Dhamma. He is the sustainer, or he is the holder of everything that exists in the entire creation. So in this way, the eternal form of the Supreme Lord, it appeared in the personality of Vasudeva, and then from there it is transferred to the personality of Devaki. And so when the Lord appears, all other incarnations also appears along with him. So we see that when different incarnations come, so they come on their own accord. But then when Krishna comes, it is little specific. When Krishna comes, all the incarnations also accompany. So he is boss of all the bosses. When he comes, all other also come along with him. And here it is mentioned about how Devaki, one specific, this one is been highlighted here, how Devaki became the residence of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And he is the cause of all causes, he is the resting place of everything that exists. And then, despite amazing, even Kunti Maharani also in her prayers, she mentions that how the one who is the resting place of everything, he takes rest in the womb of Mother Devaki. So it is quite an astonishing thing, right? And then, so it is also mentioned about the beauty of Devaki. So the beauty of Devaki is compared with two analogies. So one is suppressed fire, another is misused education. So fire is bright and brilliant, but then sometimes the fire is suppressed. So then its shining rays doesn't reach outside. And then education is also always light and education